is out today. I can't wait to see you walking this way. I walk to the earth saying, please come out and play. And all I wanna do is be right next to you all day.
Welcome to the Hughes Roundtable, everybody. We got a special guest today, Darcell. I met this brother in Dallas, Texas. We have been hooking up and staying connected since then. Man, welcome, Darcell.
What's up, baby boy? How you feel?
Pretty good, man. Welcome.
I see you found the fountain.
Huh?
I see you found the fountain of youth out there. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Life's been good, man.
Praise the Lord.
Life's been real good, man. And
Praise the Lord.
that's why we wanted to bring you on. You got that music that I still call it grown folks music, but
That's what it
I don't
is.
want to categorize you or pigeonhole you or anything like that right there. But we love your music, and that's why
Appreciate you, man.
bring you on.
Appreciate you, man.
You in Los Angeles, California right now, right?
I'm in LA, man. I'm at the crib. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we wanted to bring Darcell on, and because before we put out the last two videos, which is Take Your Stage and Weak, Be Strong and Strength, Darcell was the #1 viewed. The only difference is he was #1 viewed audio that we had. He was audio, but we wanted to bring him on and put him in video. Couldn't fly to LA, so we had to
That's all
bring him
good.
and put him right here, man. Man, once again, welcome, man. Man, what you been up to since the last time we talked, man?
Man, just really, handling this craziness we're going through, doing a lot of writing right now.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of writing, a lot of playing my instruments, really just trying to grow as an artist, while I maintain my position as a husband and a father.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
you said earlier when we talked on the phone earlier in the week, you said you have a new single out, and I had a chance to listen to it called All I Want. Man, how you come up with that new single, man?
Man, really just I was at the crib at my parents' house in Dallas, which is my original hometown, and my son, man, he's 9. He was 8 at the time. He would say, play something, he's playing his little guitar. Really, I just grabbed his guitar, just started playing some chords, and the song, about 12 to 15 minutes later, the song was written.
Right.
It was really organic thing, really just kind of feeding off the love I was feeling in the room from my family.
Okay.
And I felt like that love could translate through a song to everybody that hears it. And that's what happened.
Most of your music, the music you let me listen to and I've heard, it feels that way. It feels organic. And man,
Yeah.
I'm going to just bear with me. I'm going to be pouring it on you tonight as we talk, man, because my whole family love that music, man. We love
Appreciate
your music,
you,
man. And
Appreciate you.
so you working on anything new right now, man?
Yeah, I have a new album I put together, man. It's called Hello There World.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. It's a collection of 8 songs. The vision for the album is when people put it on, it should take them away.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on in society right now, I want to make an album that'll make people feel like for 30 plus minutes, there are no problems in the world.
Yeah, man.
And so all the songs just came about really off accident. The title track, Hello There World, I was playing my daughter's drums and wrote that one. I collabed on one song called You and Me, and this cat man's a genius out here in LA named Herman Jackson, piano player. Flat out genius, man. He's played with Stevie. He's played with Garth Brooks. He just played at the White House when Abdul Obama was in the White House. And he wanted to collab with me, but he's kind of like a creative type that's super busy. I was like, no, we got to keep it simple. So I said, well, just play a couple chords. He did. So off the top of my head, I wrote that song. And then Song of Solomon, which is a song I'm excited about. Before my son Solomon was born, I told my wife, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to write a song called Song of Solomon one day.
Right.
And I never said, oh, hey, I'm going to write a song. He just kind of come. And long story short, the day he was born, the next day I brought him home. My wife had to stay in the hospital. That night, I was dreaming. And in my dream, man, these people started singing my song to me, Song of Solomon. So I woke up out of my sleep and sang this song. So it's just kind of, the Lord has just kind of kissed my spirit with these songs, man. I really can't take credit from, I'm a servant of Jesus Christ, man. God has just poured songs into me, man, and kind of poured them out of me at the same time. So I'm just hoping these songs will touch people's life like God touched my life when he wrote the songs through me. So I'm really excited about this record, man.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Son named Solomon, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. I said, your son is named Solomon, huh?
Yeah, Solomon, man.
Yeah, man.
Solomon.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that dude, man. It's a cool dude.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. So, so how do you think the COVID is affecting the music industry right now, man?
The COVID-19?
Yes, sir.
I think it's going to affect it. Well, it's probably everything's a screeching off, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't been on stage, man, in 3 months, and all this and that. But it's really been a blessing to just kind of step back and reflect and just kind of strategize and just kind of absorb everything that's going on around us. I'm hoping that when COVID-19 has had its run, I'm hoping that society will once again appreciate the value of love, the value of compassion, the value of camaraderie, and all of those things that, in a lot of ways, our industry has kind of pushed it aside. Our industry is more about sex, money, shake it, show it, give it, smoke it, pimp it, hoe it. And I'm just hoping, man, that people will take this the right way. We'll all come to our senses and again realize that love is the most beautiful thing we have. Right. And time is something we have to capitalize on because we don't have a lot of it. So I'm hoping that after COVID-19, the industry will once again, like I said, come to our senses and open up different lanes for people who want to uplift people. Look, man, this is the first time I believe in music history. And I'm talking, when I say these times, the last 20 years or so, where artists have gotten away with not feeding the people. You come to my show and I brag on how great I am and what I've attained basically through what the fans have given me. Right. You dig? It's like if you drive a Mercedes, we'll say, in a lot of ways, you put a lot of hard work into it, and we do that, and we give ourselves to the people, but you can be as great as you want to be. But if the people don't support and validate your gift, you could just be in the garage playing for your friends. Right. So to be able to walk out on the stage and to, first of all, people pay to see you, and then people show you that appreciation and adoration. We as artists, I think, have a mandate, a charge, and a responsibility to give back to the people, man. Right. And I think the old school cats, the Stevies, the MJs, Michael's my favorite of all time, the Donny Hathaways, even in the 90s, man, the Boys to Men's or whatever, they seem to have a desire and a call to feed the people. Right. So it was a reciprocity there. Yeah, you might pay to see me perform, but I gave you something you could hold on tight to, go out and feel good about life. So I'm hoping we'll come back to that after COVID-19.
Beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Well said, man. Well said, man.
Happiness comes from inside. True love, we should not hide. And joy and pain last forever. Oh, in this land of never, never, faith is believing and have not seen.
So, we're in a trying time right now.
Right.
I watched a video of your neck of the woods down there where you're at. By the way, this is Darcell. We're interviewing him on the Hughes Roundtable, and we'll get to where you can reach him and the free music he's gonna be giving away after we chop it up, as they say. So, right. How do you feel, man, about the protesting going on, man? What's your feeling on that and the way it's going out? First of all, do you believe it's God sent? Because both of us are believers.
Yes.
Love Jesus Christ.
Amen.
How do you feel that what is going on with the youth that is God sent?
I do feel it. I feel like, it's like tell Pharaoh, let my people go.
That's right, me
I
too.
think that God is, from, the times, man, your great greats, my great greats,
Yeah.
who worked for free, who were beaten, whose child was sold to Louisiana, another child sold to Arkansas, wife may have been sold to, who knows, Texas, and husband stayed in Georgia or Tennessee, man. And we've been so persecuted.
Yeah.
And our families have been so fragmented and separated. And not only that, it's, all the disparities, economic, social, education. And I just think that God has heard our cry. Not that our people are perfect,
Right.
because we have a lot of issues in our own communities.
Right.
But I think coming to this country and building this country, from the Benjamin Bannekers to the, Rosa Parks, to the MLK Jr. and Malcolm X, whoever you name, and then the everyday brother and sister, maybe like some of your family members and mine, who weren't critically acclaimed, who lived, had a dash, and died, and nobody ever knew they were here for the most part. Gave their essence, gave their hard work, gave their lives, man, to building someone else's wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And gave their lives and just really not just trying to thrive, just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I think that God has heard our prayers. And I think in this time, I feel like God is now not only restoring, but also demanding that we unify, not just blacks and whites, Asians, Hispanics, you name it.
Yeah.
But in terms of the protests we're seeing, I'm inspired. Yeah. I'm inspired that the youth, for the most part, who really, a brother like me, with a wife and 3 kids, not gonna stand on the streets and march for 4 hours.
Right.
This is all, I'm not gonna do that. Now I do make my calls to the DAs and whatever, the attorneys, Benjamin Crump, whoever asked me to do, I do it. Yeah. But I'm so inspired by the youth that they would have the fervor. And then I'm inspired by the multiplicity of races who've come together on our behalf. As a black man, I've never seen this many people stand up for my cause. Right. And so I'm inspired by it. I'm blessed by it. I'm encouraged by it. And I'm motivated by it. Motivated to do what? Motivated to make sure I maximize my lane. Right. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a DA. I'm an artist. I'm a husband. I'm a father. But if I can put music out and television projects out and movies out that uplift people and point them to God, point them to beauty, point them to love, then that's my contribution. So I'm so inspired by, man. And I have a righteous anger. Yeah. I have a righteous anger.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Say that again. You got a righteous anger?
A righteous anger.
Yeah, explain that to the people, man.
Okay, well, the Bible says, God said, be angry and sin not.
Right.
Okay, but I heard a pastor say, my pastor's T.D. Jakes, and I heard a pastor, Creflo Dollar, say one time, well, people sometimes tend to think anger is sin. But what if somebody got angry about racism? Right. What if somebody got angry about murder? So right. God has a righteous anger. God gets angry. Okay, what we know is grace is sufficient. So right. I have a righteous anger, and my righteous anger is directed toward, yes, helping my fellow man. But after all this happened, right. from 1619 to 2020, right. I believe more people pretend they don't know than don't know. Yeah. I have to tell you that my brother getting choked, that had to be the catalyst by which you have an awakening when Walter Scott was running in South Carolina and cops shot him in the back and killed him. Right. When our women were being raped, right. when back in the 60s, 4 young girls were blown up in church, right. when Emmett Till's mother had to display his morphed looking face right. to the world, so this is what they did to my baby. So the righteous anger comes with moving forward in a spirit of the Lord, but also not allowing people to pretend they didn't know in my spirit. If you, this is how I feel. Me making music is not just about money. Right. Nor is it just about making a difference. Right. The two worlds collide. Yeah. What I will say is, I won't tolerate working with someone who doesn't share certain agendas.
Right.
If you don't feel like Black Lives Matter, fine. What I will say is chances are we won't be able to work together in any capacity. So that's what I mean.
No. Your music don't allow that. It does take you away. And it brings, to me, your music brings unity. That is one thing you can be sure of, that it's God ordained, because everybody is unified. The enemy wants to divide and conquer. We're seeing a great deal of that now. God wants to bring everybody together. That's what we've based our video and our podcast on, everybody. It's called the Hughes Roundtable, everybody, because we want to be able to reach everybody, anybody, saved, unsaved. It don't matter to us. We're talking to anybody. And because we believe that the light that we shine, we're gonna tear up the darkness, because we know that darkness can't comprehend light. But you know what I'm saying? We know those things like that.
Amen.
And this is why we love your music, man. And we had to, if you are getting the kind of views you got with audio, we believe that with video you'll get even more views, and you'll be able to share your story. Can you take just a second and tell the people how you became where you are now? You told me in the beginning when we was talking about being homeless and things of that nature. Can you share a little bit about your testimony?
Absolutely, man. I came to Los Angeles from Dallas. I'd won $10,000 from Tom Joyner, right? And I was so geeked. So about a year later, I came to Dallas. Well, but a year later, that $10,000 had been whittled down to $200. Of course, I want to buy clothes, I want to buy instruments, all this. So I landed in Los Angeles with $200 and a temporary place to stay. My father's best friend said, well, you can stay with me. After about a week and a half, he said, I didn't know he came to stay. Right? And it was beautiful. And I dug where he was coming from. And so I found myself a friend of my dad's, a young lady out here, she did hair. Long story short, she said, well, I know a person's renting a room. I said, well, cool. So I went to the place. Mike, when I tell you, this woman probably had 10,000 ants in her home. 10,000 ants crawling everywhere. And so I was like, my car didn't have any ants. This probably has about 10,000 ants. I stay in my car. So I floated in Los Angeles, living in my car, taking a shower at the fitness center. I'd wake up, go brush my teeth at the Chevron, go to the gym, or go grab me something to eat, take a shower after I worked out and whatnot, just hit the streets trying to hustle. And it was some dark days, man. I mean, some pitch dark days. And I really didn't know when my dad called me and said, man, you want to come back home? I said, no, man, I can't do that. And so I just kind of found my way from job to job to job. But it was tough, man. It was very hurtful. But what I learned I not only learned that God had ordained this for me, I also learned that I wanted it so bad. Whatever I had to go through, I was willing to go through to manifest my vision and my purpose.
Yeah.
But no doubt it was tough, man. I wrote, the only thing that got me through that, other than, I want to super spiritualize everything, because after you get off your knees, you still got to do something. Right. Man, I write songs, man, crying, man. I remember one week I wrote probably 12 songs in a week. Wow. Tell me that you care so much about me. Say that you and I are lifetime friends. You say you're gonna love. And just the thing, man, it kept me going, but it was some very dark days. But what I learned was, if I can get through, I can help the next brother or sister. Hey, you can make it. No, ain't wrong. Just keep going. Just keep going. And that's been my testimony. Just keep going. I saw probably 30 singers I know get record deals. And I said, Lord, why? Nobody's signed me, man. I'm trying to write songs that, these aren't traditional gospel songs, but your spirit is infusing these songs. What's up? And I began to learn he didn't want me to be under the covering or the heading or the control of someone else. He wanted me to be free. So when there was something I need to say, like we're saying now, I could do it uninhibitedly, unconstrained. And so, the dark days don't last always. And so any artist is listening, or any entrepreneur, any student, any single mom, any single dad who's man feel like they're at the end of their rope. If you'll just
Yeah.
hold on to his unchanging,
Yeah.
hold on to your dream.
Yeah.
I'll say this. My dad asked me one day, said, man, I said, what's up, Pop? How in the world you supporting a wife and 3 kids on a $10 CD? I said, well, Dad, what happened was vision became bigger than just what I was getting, and I started focusing on what I was giving. That's when the doors open.
Yeah.
So that's my testimony.
Beautiful, man.
That's my testimony, man. Straight up.
And let me say, thank you for you keep going. You kept going, and thank you,
Praise
man,
the Lord.
because you inspire me. You're gonna inspire other people, man. It's a beautiful thing. My testimony is similar, but what if you wouldn't have kept going? So thank you, man. I think us as brothers, we need support, push each other, inspire each other, and be just sit back and lift each other's heads, man. I believe that wholeheartedly, and anybody I find, I'm ready to push, support, do whatever I can, and do that. When we met you in Dallas, Texas, I was ready. I was ready for you. Yeah, we got that, and we support that, and here we are, a year and a half later. We will be letting y'all in on Darcell's new CD, his new single, All I Want. We'll be letting you know, letting you hear that, and you'll get a chance to hear that. My daughter, Michaela, and Nina, which is not here. I'm doing this on the solo flight. We'll be letting y'all know about Darcell's single and All I Want. Can you tell the people that you're giving away your devout CD away for free? Tell the people a little bit about what you're trying to do with that.
Well, my debut CD is self-titled Darcell. This is the one you have. And man, it's like, I just want to do something. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an attorney.
Right.
I'm not a politician. But I know love is the most powerful thing on this earth. I know God is love. I know love never fails. And so what I want to do, I said, well, this album, I'm just going to give it to anybody. So anybody goes to my website, darcell.net, DARCELL.net, click the free music tab, and just follow the instructions. I'll send you my entire album free. All people have to do is follow me on my social media and subscribe to my YouTube page. They do that. They send me either through Messenger or in DM, or either email me the hashtag free music. I'll send them my whole album.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. We y'all, let me tell y'all, all his music is cold-blooded for me, because that's where I get down. But that love is all right.
Oh, is that the one?
So it touches my whole family. I've told him that over and over again. That love is all. The whole thing, you could just play it. It's back in the day when you buy an album and you could just play. You ain't even have to take it out. The whole thing is like that. His whole CD is like that. But that love is all right. That'll bring you to Jesus right there.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and we thank you so much for watching the Hughes Roundtable. As always, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We appreciate and love your support, and we want to make sure you stay encouraged. If you're looking for more information about Darcell and his music, please visit darcell.net. We love you, and we thank you again, and hopefully you'll tune into our next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.